And welcome back to the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day, downtown St. Louis Enterprise Center. Antonio Thomas is with us. Welcome back to the Valley. Did you miss it?
Yes, sir. I definitely did. I'm glad to be back in the Valley Conference.
Played previously at Bradley. This is an athletic guy, knows how to get the job done. How did you end up at Evansville?
Coach Ragland recruited me once I entered the transfer portal after leaving Kentucky Wesleyan. He was watching my film and things like that, and I used to watch their film and stuff like that. We just kind of got connected and was able to get it done.
What about him intrigued you, and what about Evansville intrigued you?
What about Coach Ragland intrigued me was that he player coach type guy. He wanted to build a strong relationship before I even committed to Evansville, just through the recruiting process. Me and him would talk maybe 3-4 times a week throughout my recruitment. So that really was like very important to see that a head coach would take the time out to just call and talk to me every day and to learn more about me. And just with Evansville, just how the city supports the basketball team and how they were filling the stands up for us and how they just want us to make them proud.
Ford Center's a great place as well. So folks that don't remember when you were at Bradley, talk about your game. Talk about what you're bringing to the program.
Just ever since I stepped foot onto college basketball, I've just always been a leader, a point guard who was able to distribute the basketball, make the open shots, guard, and defend. I'm just an all-around point guard who will be able to get the job done.
So you're back in the league, but at Evansville. What do you tell us about your degree program? What are you working on?
Right now I'm working on my master's in leadership. I just got my undergraduate degree in criminal justice.
So brand new into this team. Talk a little bit about how the team's gelling together, and then I'll make you grab one of your teammates.
We gelling together pretty fine. Since June 1st, we came in to the summer with the same goal, and that's to change the narrative of Evansville basketball and be able to control that narrative ourselves. So it's been pretty good. A lot of new guys, but we're gelling like we've been playing together for years on and off the court. So
awesome. Which one do you want to grab? You decide.
I'm going to grab Gage Bobe.
All right, Gage, come on in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Gage Bobe is a guy that earned a scholarship after walking on. Talk about that journey. What made you want to walk on someplace? And then obviously it's turned out great.
My options were either play at a bigger school or have that opportunity to play at a bigger school, but be a walk-on and possibly work my way up, or play at a smaller school. And to me, it was I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be at the bigger school and prove that I could do what I know I could do. And so that journey's been a long one, but it's been a fun one.
Tell me how that happened. What I mean is, okay, you're playing along. They decided to give you a scholarship. Did they have a big party? How did they announce it? How did you find out? And what was that like?
It was not a big party. It was just I got called in the coach's office in the spring after our season was over, and he sat me down and talked about how I'd been doing, and he was like, "Hey, we want to offer you a scholarship spot." It's pretty awesome. One of my better days.
Yeah, no doubt. Very cool. So you're a veteran of this team. What I mean is you've been here several years now, and a lot of these guys have not. What does that mean about your role? What do you need to be doing?
I think being honestly my role and the rest of these guys, as old as we are, college basketball is very different than high school basketball. And being around as much as I have been, I think it's important for me to guide these younger guys and give them information and help that they need that I wish I would have had. And I did have help too, but I'm saying, like, knowing what I know, I think it's kind of my duty to help these younger guys succeed in the college basketball world.
What's it like having a guy like Antonio join the backcourt because of his experience and his abilities?
Oh, it's awesome. It's having veteran point guards is maybe one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most important things for a basketball team, because obviously the point guard, it runs through him. It works for the freshman. It can work, but just having a guy that's played that much basketball at the college level and has gone through as much as he's gone, it's just so helpful, and he's a great addition to add to the team.
I asked him about his degree program. Where are you at? What are you studying?
So I graduated this last year with a degree in management and finance, and I'm currently getting my master's in leadership. I'm in the same class as Antonio.
You're all going to be good leaders. There you go. I think Kenny's in one of those programs too.
Yeah.
So when you look at the newcomers, talk about some of the new guys that are on your squad and what they're bringing to the program.
Yeah, I think the two big things are height and shooting. We got a lot of taller guys. I mean, this is by far the tallest team I've been on as to my 5 years here in Evansville. And that helps just in so many ways. On the defensive end, we can switch things more. It's just it makes things a lot easier with that much height and athleticism. And then we got, we bring in Cam Hafner and Ben from the transfer portal, and those guys got some burners. They can really shoot it. And athleticism and shooting, it's a good recipe for success in basketball.
Now, Ben was highly decorated at the NIA level, and obviously Cam was like the newcomer of the year, freshman year, or whatever it was at the OVC. So they come in having done some stuff.
Yeah, it's every play. It's not like, oh, how are they getting these awards? It's no, these guys can really hoop, and it's gonna be a nice addition. You guys are gonna be excited to see him play.
Excited to see them all. Throw Kenny over here, and we'll finish you up and let you guys get on the road. That little drive back to Evansville. I guess you're driving. You driving?
Yeah, we drove.
Okay. We talked with Kenny just a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for coming back.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Talk to me about these two guys.
Yeah, like I said, we're a family. They're my brothers over here. Gage Bobe. Met him last year, but felt like I've known him for forever. And my boy Tone, he's our leader, our senior point guard, and everything goes through him. So I'm excited to play on the court with them.
What's this been like today? Just this event?
It's been exciting. It's been fun. I've been in school for 5 years, but this is my first media day, which is I didn't know what to expect. I always see guys post it on their social medias, but for me to actually experience it, it's been exciting. I could tell my kids and all my family later down the road how how it was to experience this.
Okay, besides me, what was the weirdest question you got today?
The weirdest question I got today, I ain't got no weird questions for real. Probably just like, what's my favorite dance move? Something like that. Yeah.
I know who asked you that question just based on what you just said. So as you guys, we talked a couple weeks ago, but you're closing in now. What's practice been like? How are you guys just continuing to mesh and connect?
Well, I feel like in the earlier stages of practice, we did a lot of player development, and now we're getting more into game-like stuff and game-like situations, and been perfecting plays and perfecting our defensive schemes and stuff like that. And so we're just getting ready for our game on the 28th, and just the little details that we're trying to clean up for us to be prepared when the season actually hits.
We were talking a minute ago about the Ford Center. Such a great place to play. You guys have a dynamic home court.
Yes. The Ford Center is nice. I hear that from even like opposing players, the teams, that they love the Ford Center, and I'm glad that we're able to call that our home gym. And every time, even when we have practices in there, we go in there, I just still being starstruck, like, dang, like this is our whole gym to play in. So I can't wait to step foot and play live in there again.
I'll let you go since we just talked a couple weeks ago and you guys are trying to get on the road. Really appreciate your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That is Kenny Strawbridge. Just going to be a terrific season for that young man. That'll do it for us from here at the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day. We've talked to players and coaches from all 12 teams, and it's just been a blast. We'll be posting more stuff from all of this later on. We'll try to chop it up and give you smaller pieces, but we appreciate you tuning in. We will have, you want to do this? Okay. We're going to also have kind of a wrap up in just 1 minute.